Hello, everyone, and welcome to Anx English, your ultimate hub for making English learning fun, practical, and totally transformative. I'm Alice, and I'm absolutely stoked to be here with you today. Have you ever wondered how you can sound more like a native English speaker without spending hours memorizing grammar rules? If you're struggling to improve your pronunciation, fluency, or confidence when speaking English, you're not alone. It's a common challenge for learners at every level. But don't worry, because today I'm diving into a powerful technique called shadowing that can help you tackle these issues and take your English to the next level. Stick with me through this episode, and I'll walk you through everything you need to know to start shadowing like a pro. Let's get started. So, what exactly is shadowing? It's a technique where you listen to an English audio clip and repeat it out loud, trying to match the speaker's words, speed, and tone as closely as possible. Think of your voice as a shadow, following the audio step for step. It's not just about copying words. You're absorbing the rhythm, pronunciation, and natural flow of English. It's like being a language mimic with a mission, and it's one of the most dynamic ways to boost your speaking skills. Before we dive deeper, let me give you a quick reminder. If you're finding the tips on Anx English helpful, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button. It helps us reach more learners like you, and it means the world to us. Also, if you enjoy this episode, give it a big thumbs up or like, and drop any questions about shadowing or other English learning tips in the comments below. I absolutely love hearing from you. Why is shadowing such a game changer for English learners? It's like a multi-tool that works on several levels. First, it hones your pronunciation. By mimicking a native speaker, you start noticing how words really sound, which can be completely different from how they're spelled. English spelling can be a total puzzle, right? Shadowing lets you bypass that and focus purely on the sounds. Second, it sharpens your listening skills. To repeat accurately, you have to listen super closely. So it's like a gym session for your ears and mouth. Third, it helps you capture the natural melody of English. Native speakers use pitch, stress, and pauses to convey meaning and emotion, and shadowing trains you to pick up those patterns naturally. Getting that rhythm can be tricky from textbooks alone, but this technique makes it so much easier. Fourth, shadowing builds fluency. By speaking along with a native speaker, you get more comfortable forming sentences quickly, making your speech smoother and more confident over time. And finally, it boosts your confidence. The more you practice mimicking native speakers, the more natural you'll feel speaking English in real-life situations. That's a ton of benefits packed into one simple technique. Let's break down how you can start shadowing with a clear step-by-step plan. Step 1 is finding the right audio. You want something that matches your level or is just a smidge challenging. If it's too hard, it can feel overwhelming and discouraging. For beginners, podcasts designed for English learners are perfect. They're clear, often slower paced, and tailored to your needs. You can also try short clips from TV shows or movies with crisp pronunciation. Audiobooks are another fantastic option, especially if you can get the transcript. A transcript is a lifesaver when you're starting out because you can read along as you listen and shadow, connecting the sounds to the words on the page. It also helps you catch any bits you might miss, making the process smoother. Step 2 is to listen to a short chunk of the audio first, without shadowing. Just soak it in to get the gist of what's being said. This helps you get familiar with the content before you dive into mimicking. Step 3 is where the fun begins. You start shadowing. Play a short bit, like 1 or 2 sentences, and repeat it as the speaker says it. Try to match their speed, tone, and pronunciation. Don't worry about being perfect. Just focus on following their lead, like your voice is their shadow. Step 4 is to repeat that same chunk several times. Each time, you'll notice more details in the speaker's pronunciation, rhythm, or even emotion. Repetition is the secret sauce here, just like with any skill you're trying to master. Step 5 is to gradually level up. Once you're comfortable with short bits, try shadowing longer phrases or even full paragraphs. This builds your confidence and stamina. Step 6 is to record yourself shadowing and compare it to the original audio. It's like holding a mirror up to your speaking. You might spot differences in your pronunciation or intonation that you didn't notice while practicing. Hearing your own voice can feel a bit intimidating, I know, but it's incredibly powerful. Those recordings are just for you, to help you pinpoint areas for improvement. No need to share them with anyone. And step 7 is to stay patient and keep at it. Shadowing takes time, and you won't sound like a native speaker overnight. But with regular practice, your pronunciation, listening skills, fluency, and confidence will improve dramatically. To sum it up, here's your roadmap. Find audio that suits your level. Listen first to understand. Shadow short sections. Repeat them multiple times. Increase the length. Record yourself for feedback, and stick with it consistently. It's a straightforward plan that can lead to amazing results. Want some extra tips to make your shadowing sessions even more effective? First, really focus on the sounds. Try to imagine how the speaker's mouth and tongue are moving, and mimic that. It's like feeling the language physically, which helps you internalize it. Second, don't get hung up on understanding every single word at first. Focus on the rhythm and sounds. You can always look up new words later. Getting stuck on one tricky word can disrupt your flow, so keep going and revisit those words afterward. Third, mix up your audio sources to keep things fresh. Try podcasts, news clips, interviews, or even songs. Each one exposes you to different vocabulary, accents, and speaking styles, making your practice more versatile. Fourth, pay attention to the emotion in the speaker's voice. Are they excited, calm, or sarcastic? Try to capture that tone. It'll make your shadowing more authentic. And finally, make shadowing a regular habit. Even 10 to 15 minutes a few times a week can work wonders over time. Consistency is way more important than long, infrequent sessions. Now, let's talk about some common mistakes to avoid. One big pitfall is choosing audio that's too difficult. Start with something manageable to build confidence. If it's too hard, it can feel like you're drowning, and that's no fun. Another mistake is focusing too much on individual words instead of the overall flow. Shadowing is about capturing the melody of the speech, not just the words, so keep the big picture in mind. Some learners also make the mistake of being too passive. Shadowing isn't just listening and repeating. You need to actively mimic the speaker's rhythm, tone, and energy. It's a mental and oral workout. Another trap is neglecting variety. If you only shadow one type of audio, like a single podcast, you might miss out on different speaking styles or vocabulary. Switch it up to grow faster. And finally, don't get discouraged if you don't sound perfect right away. Progress takes time, and every small improvement is worth celebrating. The goal is to improve your speaking skills, not to become a perfect imitation of the speaker. Let's try a quick example to show you what shadowing looks like. Here's a short sentence. The bright blue sky sparkles above the calm valley. Now imagine you're listening to me say it, and you repeat it right after. The bright blue sky sparkles above the calm valley. See, it's about jumping in and matching me as best you can. It feels like you're connecting with the language, building muscle memory for speaking. You can even try pausing this video right now and shadowing that sentence a few times to get a feel for it. If you're a beginner, start with podcasts tailored for English learners. They're clear, slower, and perfect for getting your feet wet. Look for ESL-focused ones. They're designed with you in mind. Intermediate learners can step it up with short news segments, interviews, or TV shows and movies with clear dialogue. These will challenge you just enough to keep growing. And for advanced learners, go for tougher material like academic lectures, debates, or fast-paced movie scenes. Focus on nailing subtle things like slang, idiomatic expressions, or complex intonation. No matter your level, shadowing can take you from where you are to sounding more natural and confident. Here's another practical tip. Try shadowing in different contexts. For example, shadow a clip of a casual conversation to practice everyday English, then try a news report to work on formal language. You can even shadow movie dialogues to practice emotional delivery or comedic timing. This variety not only keeps your practice sessions interesting, but also prepares you for real-world conversations, whether you're chatting with friends, giving a presentation, or ordering coffee. And don't forget to have fun with it. Shadowing can feel like a game. Pretend you're an actor rehearsing lines or a singer mimicking a melody. The more you enjoy it, the more likely you are to stick with it. If you're wondering how much time to dedicate, start small. Even 5 minutes a day can make a difference if you're consistent. You can shadow while doing chores, commuting, or during a quick study break. The key is to make it a part of your routine, like brushing your teeth or checking your phone. Over time, those short sessions add up, and you'll start noticing improvements in how you sound and how easily you understand native speakers. So, what's the one big takeaway about shadowing? It's an active, engaging, and incredibly effective way to boost your pronunciation, listening skills, fluency, and confidence. It takes effort and patience, but the results are absolutely worth it. Give it a shot, mimic like a pro, and watch your English skills soar. That's it for today's episode of Anx English. I had a blast sharing this powerful technique with you, and I hope you're inspired to try shadowing for yourself. Start simple, be patient, and practice regularly. You'll be amazed at how far you can go. If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe to Anx English so you never miss a tip-packed episode, and share it with friends who are also learning English. Drop a comment below. Have you tried shadowing before? Got any questions or tips to share? I can't wait to hear from you. Thanks for tuning in, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next episode. Happy shadowing!